Hello students, welcome you all for the course of MBA semester 3 Advertising Management. Today is our lecture 7 and we are going to start a discussion on economic impact and harms of advertising. The primary objective of this today's session is help to understand the economic impact and harms of advertising. The contents of our today's session are economic impact of advertising, harms of advertising, and arguments favoring and against advertising. So we are going to start this session. Economic impact of advertising. Now, whenever we are talking about overall advertising activities, we already discussed about some parts previously. Now, let us see one by one. Effects on the consumer choice. So now, whenever the consumers they are going to decide any particular product, they are primarily going for product differentiation, and they will identify the product. How does the product distinct from others or other similar substitutes? Here most of the competitors they are looking for to make their product as distinct as possible, and simultaneously they are going to highlight this product into the media, so making product as unique as possible to grab the attention of the user very well. And by means of that also, this can inculcate the idea of brand loyalty. So how to make the repeated purchase by the customer about that same brand again and again. So that will create some particular aspects which are related with the consumer choice. So here lastly the consumer will be the king, and he will decide what product that they need to buy today or tomorrow. Effects on competition. Advertisement helps in the healthy competition among the competitors as well as manufacturers. So this will be helpful to flourish the domestic markets within the country, and it will be the barriers to the entry within the country by means of inviting some international firms within the country. So domestic businesses can be flourished over here, and that will restrict the multinational businesses within the country. Economies of scale. Advertising can be helpful to economize the scale by means of enhancing the production, by means of using the increasing the market sizes and generating the revenue for the business firm. So this will be very helpful, particularly to make some healthy competition within the market. Effects on products, cost and prices. So simultaneously, sometimes what are the effects of advertising on product cost and prices? Advertising as an expenses that increases the cost of the product. Sometimes many of the new entrants or emerging companies that they will consider these advertising activities, it is a wasteful effort. It is not exactly the wasteful effort. Here we need to plan our advertising activity in such a way that we can convert the suspects into the prospects. That depends on individual marketeer and advertiser. It increases the differentiation. The differentiated market can create the number of substitutes into the market for varieties of customers, and here the customers will think about what exactly that they need to buy. Here in case of economic effects of advertising, there are other benefits that the customer will receive as well as the marketer will receive, making the consumers aware about product and services, providing the consumer with information to use to make the purchase decisions. Now once the customer will get the plenty of information with respect to product and other services, it will be beneficial to identify the appropriate customer that will satisfy their needs and desire, encouraging the consumption and fostering the economic growth. So that will be the economic aspects of overall advertisement program, okay, that should be benefited to the individual industry, the country as well as the nation, or we are talking about in general to the customer and the society at large. Now what are the harms of advertising? As we already came to know about the benefits, how does advertising will affect in various aspects? There are both positive and negative views of advertising. Some of us are believing in advertising, some of us are either not believing in advertising. That will primarily depends on the individual, customer as well as the thinker, philosopher, or any person, those who are either criticizing or promoting that particular idea. That primarily depend on individual person. Now what are the harms? First one is economic harm. Sometimes it can betray its role as a source of information by misrepresentation of ideas, goods and services. Sometimes we came to know there are some faulty information has been provided into the advertisements. And how does that misrepresented information can be believable? There is a doubt. It can act as a basis of irrational motives. We do not know the motive of advertisers, the societal member, the customer, that they do not know what is the motive behind using some particular aspects in the advertisements. Consumer attitude and lifestyle can be created which are objectively improper and often damages the physical and spiritual health. It is sometimes that is possible whenever the human values, okay, has been shown in a degraded form. So sometimes some consumer attitude and lifestyle has been shown in such a way that will be hampering the societal growth and development. Sometimes it will also damage the socio physical and spiritual health of the public. It's recently today that we will discuss in this on this Raksha Bandhan campaign that PETA has used, that is इस रक्षा बंधन पे मेरी रक्षा करो, चमड़ा बचाओ. So that will create some sort of controversy almost in all the media. People those are believing either in PETA and want to support the animal rescues. In that case, in what way the people will think? Waste their resources and neglect real needs and genuine development falls behind. Sometimes what does the advertisers wants to say behind any particular advertisement? That is not clear. What is the hidden objective behind that? So it is quite confusing sometimes. The real needs could not be understood. The dignity and welfare of the society will poorer and weaker members will stake. Sometimes we came to know some weaker or deprived sections of the society that can be shown in the advertisement in the form of certain eagerly needs he or she wants to satisfy, could not be shown in such a way. We could not shown any handicapped person or any very old age person into the advertisement that should require some particular form of need. The recent advertisement of Cadbury, whenever uh, some old age woman, those who are asking some particular form of help, what exactly the advertisers wants to say in this sense, okay, it would be very difficult to understand. That makes the society some sort of poorer or weaker. So here there is some sort of disparities has been shown in some advertisements. Political harms. It can support and assist the working of democratic processes, but it also can obstruct it. When we talking about the democratic processes, government, those who are in power, they are implementing various rules, regulation, policy and other measures for the development of the society. But whenever whatever plans and policies has been depicted in either in terms of advertisement, does it form the development of that democratic processes? We can even came to know the several examples these advertising sometimes hamper or obstruct the democratic processes within the country. It seeks to distort the views and records of the opponents and unsticky attacks of their reputation. Finally, it is depend on the individual person how effectively we can use this advertisement. How does one can distort the image of the particular person? If you are relaying any particular post either on using any social media like Facebook, LinkedIn or any other social media with respect to any particular person, it can immediately either helpful in promoting that particular person or distorting the image of that particular person. Advertising appeal more to the people emotions and base instinct like racial and ethnic prejudices. Sometimes advertising going to appeal emotionally. So either by means of using some emotional appeal, they try to target some particular class of customer and they want to sensitize the product to that particular class of customer. It will create some racial prejudices. Say for example, product advertisements of like suppose say fairness cream, okay, those are promoting the fairness, okay. Some ethnic prejudices, those are being the taboos in our society which could not be generally discussed. The government of India has already banned the commercials up to 10 p.m. with respect to the promotion of contraceptives within the country. But if you came to know about the statistics, one of the major problem of India's health problem will be what AIDS. If we are not promoting the idea and safeguarding the interest of the health of the public, okay, that contraceptive related advertisement that could not be stopped, okay, but this government has stopped due to certain reason. It will create some unethical impact on the growing consumers like suppose say children. Cultural norms. Now as far as whenever we are talking about cultural norms, if we came to know about our society, our societal values are primarily governed by our socio-cultural values. and these values comes from the belief or religion, in general we will call it. It can corrupting the influence upon culture and cultural values, their peoples, by reflecting those relevant traditional values. If we are talking about, suppose say, the example like suppose say women's remarriage, it is not a very common idea, but how effectively the product of suppose say Tanishq, that they were promoted, Tanishq jewelry has been promoted using their campaigns of women's remarriage. So it depends on how effectively we can convince our idea. Women's remarriage can be considered as a taboo in our society, and there are certain other various taboos in our society. To set aside high artistic and moral standard and lapse into superficiality, tawdriness and moral scholar. Now sometimes advertisements are not appropriately pursuing by the group of persons. Either it depends on themselves, but it was identified, either they are very highly artistic, or they are being primarily made on certain moral standard, so they will lapse superficiality, tawdriness and moral scholar. So there will be sometimes unnecessary loudness, some sort of vulgarity, unbelievableness, untruthfulness that has been shown. So in that case it will hamper the growth of socio-cultural values. It ignores the educational and social needs of certain segment of the audience. The overall educational and social needs that are being promoted using advertising, that will change the overall demographic pattern in the society. So suddenly it will change the demand supply pattern also, and sometimes it will raise the unnecessary aspirations by the group of customers, particularly on certain occasions like festivals, because people lastly they will buy the product. Treat women and the exploitation of women both in and by advertising is a frequent and deplorable abuse. Sometimes it has been identified that some particular form of object has been shown in the advertisement with respect to women. Generally it should not be shown. That will also hamper the growth of socio-cultural values within the society. And many of these NGOs, many of the other consumer groups, those who are safeguarding the interest of the woman, those who are promoting the women's empowerment, are against such a kind of advertisements, and they are not believing. So we came to know that these things are being sometimes either exploited, shown as an object into the advertisements. So by means of that, sometimes it looks abusing, okay, using certain form of exploitation. Unnecessarily it has been sometimes shown, which will hamper the growth of our socio-cultural values of the society, particularly whenever we are talking about the Indian society. Moral and religious harms. It can be tasteful and in conformity with higher moral standards and occasionally even morally uplifting, but it is also can be vulgar and morally degrading. As far as compared to our socio-cultural norms, some advertisements that are not ethically correct and shown as a part of vulgar or morally degrading. Recently, we are watching the advertisements of Wildstone, okay, wherever the man who is wearing the woman's dress, how ethically it will be correct enough in our society so that to convince the product idea very effectively to the ultimate user. The communication media has made pornography, violence accessible to the vastly expanded audience, including young people and even children. Nowadays, plenty of medias are there, and by means of which there will be a possibility. Almost on every media we will see the advertisement, and there will be a chances of huge exploitation, particularly the deprived section of the society. Even we also came to know about what violence among these audience. Advertisements creates violence, and it should not be in the benefit of the young people, specifically the children. Commercial advertisements sometimes include religious themes or use certain religious images, personages to sell products which involve exploiting the religion. Commercial advertisements sometimes include religious themes or use religious images, personages to sell products which involve exploiting religion. Now there are large number of products, companies even also they are using some bad ideas while promoting their products and other services. So we came to know that either they are hampering the socio-cultural values, moral and ethical standards of the society, or some religious harms it will create. Say for example, most of the advertisement those are being directed to supposed to say old age persons. If you are showing some old age person in the advertisement, and suppose that old age person should be required to show in need in this advertisement, what does it reflect? It will be sometimes not suitable to the particular communities or societies which will be either those who are being believing in this particular product or services. If this product or services, those who are using some different aspects of communication by means of hampering these socio-cultural moral values, this advertisement could not be get remembered to the large number of customers. Advertising is used to promote the product and inculcate attitude and forms of behavior contrary to the moral norms. Now these advertisements, sometimes those who are the contrary to the moral norms, means they are going to promote their ideas with respect to goods and services in some different sense. So when we are talking about this advertisement, what sort of communication that they want to establish, when we try to consider on contrary to the moral norms and standard, so how much extent that they will go in that particular direction and can hamper the socio-cultural norms and values, that will be quite disappointing to many of these persons, and it should not be suitable for the public. Arguments in favor of and against advertising. Now, as we already told you that there are two different opinions. Some of us are considering advertisement are positive, some of them are considering it is a negative aspects, and that's why the topic is argument in favor of advertising and arguments against the advertising. So let us discuss the first one. It encourages the highest standard of living of masses. It promotes the exchange of goods and services in such a way by means of establishing the communication or marketing communication by convincing these ideas very effectively to the targeted group of customers by means of creating, communicating and delivering value to the customers. So this will be helpful in increasing the standard of living of the masses. It creates the job. It is a form of employment. It will be also helpful to the new firms, particularly the new entrants. It promotes the competition in the marketplace. It can promote the healthy competition, healthy and sustainable competition into the marketplace. Argument against advertisements. People, those who are not believing in advertisement, what is the reason behind that, and on what account that they are believing in this sense. It creates the needs and wants among the customers. Sometimes they are talking that they are creating, these advertisements are creating some unnecessary needs. It is some form of propaganda rather than the information. Some of you can believe in this sense. Advertisement can be a form of propaganda, just a form of discussion, so that it should be remain in the form of chats, so that people can just discuss it and try to spread the information irrelevantly, or they can misrepresent it in some unethical way. It promotes the materialism, insecurity and greed. Sometimes it will show that to satisfy the materialistic desire, advertisements are promoting. To satisfy the need or necessities, advertisements are very helpful. Some advertisement, those who are being showing the advertisement of unnecessarily buying by means of buying some physical comfort by an individual or for any individual customer that has been shown into the advertisements, that generates some sort of insecurity among them or some sort of greediness among them, so that people, those who are staying around, they will compare it and try to fulfill their needs and desire. When they try to fulfill their needs and desire, sometimes they will not consider even how much money in their pocket, and they will buy some unnecessary goods and other products to satisfy their materialistic desire. So that's all about our today's session. We will continue the next part further. Thank you very much.